All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Run It Up Investing. This is week 2 of the Robinhood Run It Up challenge. All right, so this challenge is all about swing trading some aggressive growth stocks, starting with a pretty small initial investment and trying to run it up as fast as possible. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe so you can see how this portfolio hopefully grows over time. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so we're back here in the portfolio, and I got a couple of notes here from the changes from last week. So when we closed out last week, the portfolio was worth $17.90. And I actually deposited another $245 into the account to bring it up to $2,000 even. Okay, so from now on, we'll know how much the portfolio is up or down based on that $2,000 number. So I wanted to kind of play around and I wanted to try out Robinhood Gold, so I put in enough money to bring the account over $2,000, which is required for Robinhood Gold. And my account was actually so volatile that it would not even give me access to margin. So if you're into swing trading and you thought about maybe turning on Robinhood Gold to use some margin, it's probably not going to be very helpful to you. If they do offer you any margin, it's probably going to be very small unless you're investing in some less volatile stocks. But the stocks that I'm investing in are very volatile because I'm trying to take advantage of those fluctuations in price. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in and let's see. I've made 7 trades in the past week. Okay, so I sold 3 and I bought 4. So let's look at the ones that I sold first. So looking at some of the stocks that were in here last week that I sold was FTech. I had 233 shares of FTech at an average price of $265, and I sold it at $271. And so that was a positive return of $13.98, so $13.98 from that trade. And I'm actually hoping to buy it back early this week at an average price of $265. So I want to get 238 shares at $2.65 per share. And if I'm able to buy it back at that price, I'm just going to hold it through the earnings report. The earnings report is set to come out. It's expected on May 8th. Okay, so I'm planning on buying it back and just holding it through that earnings report, and I think that we'll make a nice profit from that trade once again. So the second stock that I sold was Corbus Pharmaceuticals. I bought Corbus. I had 28 shares of it at an average price of $7.08 per share. I sold it at $7.34 per share. It's currently worth $7.37. So I'm planning on buying it back at $7.10. Hopefully it will go that low early in the week. If not, I may have to adjust this number and buy one less share and pay a higher price. We'll just kind of see what happens. This one is very similar to FTech. I'm trying to buy it back and hold it through the earnings report, which is expected on May 9th. Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to get those 2 stocks back early in the week. And then the last one that I sold was Apps or Digital Turbine here. I had 20 shares at an average price of $3.55, and I sold at $3.61. It's currently worth $3.60. And I made $1.20 off of that trade. So I'm set to buy it back at $3.52. If it goes that low, I should be able to buy 19 shares of it back. This one I'm not as concerned about, but the other 2 I definitely want to get back before the earnings report. So let's look at some of the stocks that I bought last week. So I bought MDB. If you watched the week before, last week, if you watched, you know that I was planning on buying MDB back. I saw that it was dipping. It went down pretty hard. It had a really bad week, and I knew that it was going to bounce back, or I had a feeling it was going to bounce back. So I bought it at $126 per share, and it bounced back to $138.98. So total return so far of plus $12.98. We'll see what happens this next week. I'm planning on holding it until it gets around $145, $146. Then I'll probably sell it and take $20 and profit off of the trade. So it's up almost 11.5% over the past week, so that was a good buy. Looking at the 4 other buys that I made, I guess I bought 5 stocks this past week. I bought Ericsson. I bought 8 shares at an average price of $10.02 per share, currently valued at $10.04, so we're up 16 cents on this trade. Not too much to talk about with Ericsson. QD is very similar, except I think I'm down on the next 3. These last 3 I'm down on at least a little bit. So QD I bought at an average price of $6.72, currently worth $6.45. So this one I'm down $1.62 on. Luckily it's only a little over 3% of my portfolio. Fortescue Metals, this one I'm down fairly significantly on. I bought 10 shares, average price $10.94, and down $8.60 total. Pretty much as soon as I bought it, you can see I bought it at $10.94. Pretty much as soon as I bought it, it just dropped off. And that's going to happen sometimes. So it's currently worth $10.08, stuck $8.60 on this trade so far. And then the last one is Clean Energy. 18 shares at 326. Not much to talk about. Only down 4 cents per share on this one, so down 70 cents total. All right, so that's what happened with the additions this past week. Those are kind of the changes. Let's look at the portfolio in general. So over the past week, we gained $72.52, so up 3.56% last week. It was a good week. It was a nice bounce back week from following up after week 1 of the challenge. And there's a lot of earnings reports about to come out for all the stocks that I'm having, so I'm really expecting this portfolio to kind of gain quite a bit, at least $100 or $200 over the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm able to get back those stocks that I sold, get them back at a lower price, and be able to really extrapolate those gains, make bigger gains off of those trades, and we'll just kind of see what happens. So I'm going to buy these back and hold them through the earnings report, and hopefully this portfolio will really grow over the next couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for watching today. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me, and let me know in the comments down below what your experience with swing trading is, okay? So if you're just thinking about getting into it, or if you've already had some success, but if you're interested in following along and see what happens with this portfolio, make sure you subscribe. But I'll see you guys on the next one.